Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Naya. I'm a licensed hair and makeup artist out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm going to be showing you guys today how I achieve this quick weave. First things first, you want to start off with freshly washed hair, and I'm going to be giving her an anchor braid right at the back of her head just for a little bit of security because I am going to be sewing her cap down today. I don't always sew the cap down, but she wanted a little extra security, and so I am going to braid the back half of her head, and I'm going to be tucking the anchor braid into this new braid, and then from there on I'm going to be tucking the ends of each braid into the next braid. I hope that you'll see what I'm talking about in the next slide. So because her hair is going to be covered up under the cap, I want to make sure that her scalp is well moisturized. Then I'm going to go in with this protective shield. I'm sure you guys have seen it plenty of times before. I'm going to use it on her natural hair. This is just going to ensure that when she's ready to take her quick weave down, all she has to do is get in the shower, submerge the quick weave, and it will slide right off. No glue in her hair at all. And the key to this is you want to make sure that that protective shield is very dry, completely dry. You want to make sure that it's not damp. And that's what takes a little bit of extra time because people like to rush that process, and you have to make sure that it's dry. I'm going to make sure her kitchen is straight. Ain't no BBs poking out the back. Then I'm going to go ahead and put her cap on. I'm going to sew it down again for that extra security. I actually put 2 caps on her head just to make sure and really reinforce no glue getting on her hair. This is the hair that we use today. She got this red hair from the beauty supply store. I think she got 28, 26, and 24 inches. And I'm going to spray some Got2b spray on the cap, another layer of protection to make sure the glue doesn't get on her hair. I'm going to go back in with that protective shield and completely coat and submerge the cap because this is going to ensure no glue getting on her head. Again, making sure that it's very dry. Then I'm going to go in with the tracks. I'm going to kind of trace, and fit it where it needs to be fit. And then I'm going to cut the tracks, apply my glue, and place it on the cap. This is another reason why I go in with 2 caps and the protective shield and the Got2b, because you really have to push that track in to make sure that it's secure. Make sure it's blow dry. And then I'm going to just keep repeating the same steps. Measuring the wefts, cutting the wefts, gluing the wefts down. And we're going to repeat that in a U-shaped all the way till we get to the top of her head. Once I'm finished with that, I use my hot comb and I make sure that the weave is very flat. How I start my ponytails is I always start with a small ponytail in the back just to make sure that I get the maximum flatness and no bulkiness at the end result. So I'm gonna take some Pump It Up spray, my blow dry, and make sure that you guys are using the comb part of the brush. You can use the brush part, but the comb part of the edge brush is really going to ensure that you get all those little hairs under the ponytail, which is another reason why I like to do 2 ponytails so that I can go in with the comb and make sure that her ponytail is as flat and as sleek as it could be. First, I use Pump It Up, and then once I get the mold exactly how I want it to be, then I go in with the Got2b freeze spray to really lock it and freeze it in. Now that's a ponytail. That's a sleek ponytail. So let's get started with the extension. So I'm going to put some rapid strips around her edges just to, again, reinforce the flatness, make sure it stays sleek. Then I'm going to start braiding the back of her ponytail. I'm going to use some rapid strips to wrap around my ponytail. I'm wrapping this as tight as it could be because we don't want that ponytail slipping out. I'm going to use some glue just to enforce the rapid strips staying on the ponytail. Again, no glue is getting in her hair. The glue is just on the wrap wrap-it strips. Then I'm going to take the rest of the 24-inch bundles and I'm going to start wrapping it very tightly around her ponytail. You want to make sure that you're putting tension on this. I know it looks like I'm moving fast, but I'm actually moving very slow and making sure that I'm wrapping this so tight, because again, we do not want this ponytail slipping and falling off. If I haven't said it already, there is glue on the wrap-it strips. That's what's going to lock this hair into place. Once I get at the very end of the weft, I take a little bit of glue and I put it right on the weft, and I just glue that right around the ponytail, again on the weave, not her natural hair. And that's going to make sure that that weft and that ponytail is not going anywhere. Okay, now it's time to blend this ponytail in with her natural hair. I take a little bit of hair from the bottom of the ponytail. I flat iron it just to sleek it out. Spray it with Got2b spray just to make sure that it has that tackiness. And again, I'm using tension to wrap it around the ponytail to make sure that this ponytail is locked in. Once I reach the bottom of that little piece of hair, I apply a little bit of glue, similar like what I did with the weft, to make sure that as she wears this style, as she sleeps in it, as she showers in it, that this spray that I'm spraying, if it eases up, it's still locked into place because I have that little tiny bit of glue at the end of it that's glued onto the bottom of the ponytail. Anytime that I curl hair, I like to go in with a texture spray just to add some grittiness to the hair and give the curls something to really hold on to. I go in with opposite curls, so if I do a curl in one direction, I do the next curl in the other direction, so that when she combs it out, she doesn't just have one big massive curl. I let the curl cool down in my hand a little bit, then I spray it with Got2b. This is going to ensure that her curls stay voluminous and bouncy all throughout the day.
Kick.
So before you comb it out, you really want to let those curls cool down and set into place as long as you possibly can. This is optional. You don't have to use a flat iron to achieve baby hairs, but she wanted that flat iron baby hair look. If you know, you know. And so I gave her what she was asking for. You're going to notice at the end that I did not comb out her curls because she's getting ready for an event. And so like I said, you want to let those curls set into place as long as you possibly can. So I left it up to her for when she was ready to, finish getting ready for her event, that she will curl out her curls if she wanted to. But usually, for me personally, I will let my curls set, and then when I'm ready to like step out, I will comb them out just for that voluminous look. And this is the finished look, guys. If you enjoyed this video or if I taught you anything, please be sure to give me a like. Comment in the comment box down below what style you guys want to see me do next. And I will see you guys in my next video. Follow me on all my social medias, and thank you so much for supporting my channel.